And welcome back to Let's Play River City Girls 2. We are back with the kick chick herself, Kyoko. Last time, well, we're on a quest to get a new video game. Too much Vampire Puncher 1, we gotta get the sequel. Sequels are always better, right? Right. Anyway, as I said, we are playing as Kyoko, and off-screen I did a little bit of training, bought some items, and as you can see, her stats are fair deal higher than what Misako's are. Now, for my River City Girls 1 Let's Play, I just did congruent playthroughs of the game, one as Misako and one as Kyoko, just so I could keep them relatively even with each other. But because there are 6 characters altogether to play as in River City Girls 2, and you only have 3 save files, in addition to this being a much longer game, that's really not a viable strategy. So I just kind of have to grind the characters up a little painstakingly. Like I said in the previous video, every character gets the experience and money for any side quests or main quests you complete, so we don't have to worry too much about doing a lot to keep characters up, but there will be some grinding involved. Now, I bought every move that was available for Kyoko at the dojo before reaching level 5. Once you hit level 5, a bunch of new moves unlock. I'm going to do my best to get as many moves as possible, and generally focus on purchasing moves for my characters so we can show off the different combo options that we have. Among other moves that we got, that is the block attack. For some characters, it's just straight up a simple back attack. For characters like Kyoko, it can also be an evasive maneuver. One character in particular has one that's not an attack in any sense of the word. It is strictly an evasive maneuver, which we'll get to that when we get to it. Among other things that I purchased, if I can demonstrate it, is that I got a launcher attack and an aerial special for Kyoko. Kyoko also, off of level 2, learned her ground special, which is her dragon kick. A pretty decently powerful move. If you're going to incorporate that into combos, you just want to do a 3-hit strike, because if you do the full combo, the knockback will push the enemy out of the dragon kick, so you want to be mindful of that when using that. Coming into this candy store here, got a bunch of items to buy, but the only one that I really care about is the melon mints, since that increases our attack stat. Because I'm going to have a limited amount of money to work with, and I don't want to do too much grinding, I want to be very particular about the food items that I want to buy. Stuff that boosts attack power and stuff that boosts agility, I'm always going to buy no matter what. Those are the most important stats. If I have some discretionary money, I'll buy stuff that increases ST and SP, since having more health and more special meter, especially for a character who's focused on using special moves like Kyoko, it's always good to have more of those. I'd say those are the next 2 important things to have. And then I'm probably never going to bother buying stuff that increases weapon power and luck. I barely know what luck does. If I had to guess, I think luck improves the drop rates for food items from enemies, and there are a couple other things it might affect, but I don't really know all that well. Weapon power, weapons are just not that useful in this game, so I don't really care to increase that, so I will most likely just be ignoring those unless I am flush with cash and really do not have anything else to spend it on, which is not going to be the case until I buy the moves for every character. Heading into the next section of the mall, we've got some accessory shop here. Accessories have more varied and interesting effects than the accessories in River City Girls 1, but I still don't really consider them to be that worthwhile to buy. There are a couple that are worth it, and there are a couple that affect the amount of money that you get, as well as the amount of money that you spend, that I'll probably pick up. But other than that, I'm not going to pay too much attention to what accessories we're wearing. We get a bunch for free for completing quests also. The ones that you buy, honestly, have some of the weirder effects. Like, I have no idea what combos can be therapeutic means. If anybody knows, feel free to tell me. I will almost certainly forget to look it up after this recording is over.
Hell of a lot of Yakuza in here. Even more than a typical weekend.
Maybe there's a sale. Is it Black Friday?
We're not going shopping right now. We're here for one video game, then back home.
Fashion doesn't just happen, you know. You have to work at it.
Now, try working at clobbering these henchmen with me.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't really get to comment on it because there was some dialogue there, but funnily enough, heavy weapons like benches, those are actually some of the better weapons to use in the game, because not only do they deal a ton of damage, they can also hit enemies off the ground, which not every weapon can do. Any weapon that can hit things off the ground is probably worth using. That combo that I do with the volleyball launcher into the aerial special, that's probably the best damaging combo we have at the moment, and with the amount of attack power we have, it can pretty consistently kill enemies, unless you're playing on New Game Plus, but that's something we'll get into later. Obviously, we've just started this game, so we're nowhere close to even thinking about New Game Plus yet. Also, ow. What a jerk. We're not going to be too concerned about that. We want to head towards that sports store, but before we do that, very important store to check out here, Tea Party. All of the items here increase our agility stat. Our agility is terrible right now, so we want to increase this. Agility is by far the most important stat to increase early on, in addition to increasing your movement speed and generally increasing the amount of distance you can jump, which is going to be very important for a future boss fight. Agility also slightly reduces the ending lag, as well as improving the startup on a lot of your moves. So having good agility makes it a lot easier to string your moves together into efficient combos that allow you to kill things. Agility does hit diminishing returns after a point where it's not quite as important, but right now it's definitely the thing we want to increase the most. So always be on the lookout for things that can increase your agility. One of the benefits of getting Kyoko...
Stop the video game store.
OMG, look what's playing at the movie theater!
We really shouldn't.
Please?
Okay, next stop a movie, then the video game store.
Yes!
Right at the finish line, Kyoko gets distracted. I know that feeling sometimes, though. I lose track of what I'm doing all the time because of stupid things. Anyway, you know, that actually caused me to completely lose my train of thought, so, I don't know what I was gonna say, but it probably was not that important. We just want to take these guys out, and we want to go see a movie. They got something on display, they got Evil Cabin. All sounds like a bunch of good stuff, really. I remember Dragon Kick being very, very strong in River City Girls 1, but doesn't seem to do that much here. Oh, hey, well, we recruited a bad cop. One other change from River City Girls 1 is that when you recruit enemies, you do get experience and money from them. That it was not the case in River City Girls 1, although somewhat amusingly, if your recruits died, you would get the experience from that. One other strange change is that you no longer see how much experience you actually get from enemies when you kill them. That's very strange. One thing that they did change, though, is they got rid of the weird anti-grinding mechanic, where if you idled on a screen for too long and let the enemies respawn, eventually they would just stop giving you money and experience. As far as I can tell, that is no longer the case in this game, because it was a relatively pointless mechanic. You could just move between screens to get enemies that give you money and experience again. With that all said and done, let's go see the movie. What is actually playing? Night Fight Tonight, Last Sunset. Sounds fun. Let's go.
Better than you.
We meet again, huh?
Ew, it's that weird teacher from school, the one that expelled us.
And threw us out a window.
Oh yeah, not cool, dude.
The name's Ken, and my father, Sabu, runs this town now.
He's the mayor?
I didn't know we had a mayor.
He's not the mayor. He's the head of the San Wakai criminal organization.
Are criminals not supposed to refer to themselves as criminals?
I'm not one for pomp and circumstances.
Pom-poms and circus dances?
You two shamed my family by defeating my embarrassing sister in battle.
Misuzu?
Habari?
Noise?
Sabuko.
Oh, she was my next guess.
Yeah, mine too.
So now, I've been tasked by my father to humiliate and defeat the two of you in that order. I humiliated you by expelling you from your school.
Seriously?
I don't even go to that school.
What's humiliating about getting a 2-month vacation from books and learning?
True dat.
Anyway, now it's time to kill you both. Per my, father's plan, which is now unfolding.
I mean, you could try.
But that usually doesn't work out too well for people.
Oh, we shall see.
So yeah, apropos of basically nothing, Ken just attacks us in the movie theater. It was all a trap. Very strange trap, but a trap nonetheless. So Ken is a pretty simple boss fight. He will attempt to approach you and do very slow and ineffectual punches and kicks, and then after a little bit of time, as you can see, he will start warping around and firing bullets. Very, very scary. The bullets do not actually do that much damage should you get hit by them, so I wouldn't be overly concerned. Mostly, you just want to be careful of not getting stun locked. Oof. So when he summons up that barrier there, he will come out with a jump kick once those guys finish their attacks. I wasn't paying enough attention to avoid that. Here he does his bullet warp attack again. He can basically just do, I want to call it rolls, but up and down side steps. As you can see, just doing the basic 3-hit combo string there and then doing a Dragon Kick is pretty effective damage. Is Dragon Kick or Dragon Feet? I didn't actually check the move list before starting this, so I could be saying something completely wrong. When he summons these guys, one thing that the game does to help you out here is he drops a bowl of chili for us to eat. I think that's a bowl of chili. It's a bowl of something. Basically food for us to heal with. After the grenades drop down, Ken will rejoin the battle. You want to be careful of that spinning attack. It's by far his most dangerous attack. If you can get him into the launch combo, into the aerial special, that's a pretty effective move there for dealing damage. Doing those launcher combos on bosses, though, can be a little bit finicky, because it doesn't always work out the way you hope. Are you just going to stay there, buddy? Okay, now we're in the final stage. Oof, that was not very careful. He starts firing wildly here. If we just jump over him like so, get a couple of hits in, then we can do the launcher combo and go into the aerial special. Let's see if we... Oh, nah. Drop the combo there. Okay, do this again. There we go. And give him some quick stomps. Alright, just one more hit and he should... Ah, man. Figures. That's okay, though. Also, this attack, he now only fires 2 bullets at a time and he warps a lot quicker. But he is tired out, so we can just finish him off and launch him, and there we go. Don't mess with Kyoko, man. She is no joko.
With the wrong family. Oh, you two aren't half bad. Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, we told you.
Maybe he's got wax in his ears.
He does look a little grimy.
Allow me to put a bullet between yours.
Between our what?
Eyes, maybe?
Ears! Between your ears? You just said ears, so that's why I'm gonna shoot you now.
Maybe he does got wax in his ears.
A bullet between the ears? That's not a saying.
Apparently there's more of you than I expected. Whatever. Ken out.
Well, that was confusing.
Yeah, I'm not even so sure that guy is a teacher, you know? What's it say?
Guess we're headed back to North Ravine Lane.
To be so ditzy that the threat of being shot just doesn't even register for you. But yes, we've defeated Ken there, and while he tried to threaten us with his ineffectual pistol at the end, somebody bailed us out there, and we have to go to North Ravine Lane.
So, who do you think it was that stopped Ken from killing us?
Guess we'll find out soon enough.
Now, one thing to comment on, now that we've defeated Ken, every time you defeat a major boss in an area, the enemies will scale upward and become more difficult. So, as you can see, my launcher combo is not actually killing these. These guys also hit way, way harder now. So, yeah, this is where the game gets a lot of difficulty from, is every time you defeat a boss, the enemies are going to become far more challenging than they were previously. And if you're not careful, you can quickly find yourself eating a death. That's not the end of the world, though. I have not gone over it yet. Let's recruit this guy. I've not gone over it yet, but should you die, instead of just respawning at the most recently passed checkpoint with a 25% of your money gone, there we go. We got our honk. And it gets marked on our map. Now, there's not really anything exciting on the way there, so I will cut out the backtracking, but, oh, man. I was gonna say something, but I keep getting my train of thought interrupted. Well, one thing I just wanted to remark on over here is in the sports store, there's this rock wall we can climb up, find the statue up here. Nothing to do with it at the moment, but it will become important later. Yeah, man, it's like focusing on the honk really ruined my train of thought. Basically, we need to get back to North Ravine Lane, and there's nothing really exciting on the way back, so I'll just meet you there. Alright, here we are at North Ravine Lane, and it's Sabuko! Was she the one who sent us the honk? Well, we can only presume. But before we can talk to her, we've got a mandatory battle to go through. Got a couple other moves for Kyoko that I forgot to mention, if we can get into them. Well, actually, I also learned one as we leveled up on the way back from the mall. So first off, even though this was barely relevant when the first game came out, Kyoko can still hit the dab. Some things never change for her, I guess. But yeah, that's her forward launcher move if you want to send some guys flying, which is actually pretty handy if you want to split enemies up for recruitment. Then you can hit the dab on them and just send them away. Or, you know, Haymaker for Misako, or whatever kind of move the character you're playing as has. Other than that, we'll have to wait for more guys to show up, but we've got another new move, and this one's pretty valuable. Kyoko learned her first charged grounded attack, Venting. You hold the ground attack button, and you'll launch enemies into the air. You need a bar of the special BG meter that is underneath the special attack bar. It's that pinkish sort of violet gauge. Ooh, this guy's actually a really good recruit. I'm glad we got him. But yeah, it's that little violet tinged gauge underneath the special attacks bar. You need at least 1 meter or 1 pip of meter from that, and you get more of it as you level up to launch enemies, and that can allow you to take enemies out of a grounded state and into a juggle state where you can combo them even more. For some characters, this move seems to be broken a little bit. I believe you're supposed to be able to buffer it off of ground attacks, but for whatever reason, several characters require very specific positioning to actually do that, so it doesn't really work like it's supposed to. Alright, got more guys showing up here, so...
It's that Yakuza lady.
The one we kicked through the window.
And we'll do it again if you start any trouble.
Kick me through a window? We are in a street.
Yeah, well... Take it, she's got me there.
Maybe we could meet up later at her penthouse?
Silence! I am not here to fight you.
Ooh, that's a relief, because we are way rusty on our training.
Don't tell her that.
You two caused me some minor embarrassment.
I wouldn't call it minor.
But it is my father and brother who must pay for how they treated me.
I don't think she's gonna kill us.
Yeah, I'm getting that sense. So then, what do you want from us?
Also, thanks for stopping your brother.
You can't reach my father. Not yet, anyway. To get inside Sawakai Tower where he waits, you must first acquire the emblems of each of his disciples.
Icicles?
She said bicycles! Pay attention.
Forget it. We will start with Ken. To destroy my brother, you must prove him a failure to my father. And there's nothing my father loves more than his wealth.
I bet they've got all kinds of gold cats in their house.
We do. Head across town to River City Bank. My father owns it now. It's where my father launders his money. Stop his men from making their deposit, then await further instructions.
Why should we do anything for you?
Because for once, our mutual adversaries are in alignment. You can keep the money.
Now you're talking.
Not really sure if you understand how money laundering is supposed to work, but whatever, we gotta stop Yakuza from making deposits. That is our primary quest. However, something that I did not draw attention to when we were coming back to the mall... Yeah, pressing the start button will just immediately take you to your destination. It's right past the mall, but we actually got another honk on the way back from Kyoko. She needs some help whipping people into shape at the beanball court. I think that's what that says, beanball. But yes, that's just to the left. You cannot head this way until after talking to Sabuko, so that's why I didn't bother going any further than her, and I didn't really bother bringing attention to the honk. Now, heading past here...
Can't get through here yet.
I could tear through the gate with my dragon kick.
Do you remember how to do that?
Nope.
Let's come back later.
But yes, we are at River City High, but we are not able to actually do anything with it at the moment. Showing off this assist right here. This guy's really good. He does a huge combo. It hits off the ground. Amazing damage if you pair it with your combos effectively. Let's just beat these guys out. The main thing that's important about River City High is that it has a bus station in front of it, or bus stop rather, so we can now just quickly get back to the mall, which will allow us to much more quickly get to the area where the bank is. We'll recruit this guy since we haven't gotten him before. But that is not why we actually want to come here. We want to go past it so we can get to the beanball court. In River City Girls 1, this was just a dead-end area, but now we actually have a side quest here. Let's just go straight to talking to Kyoko.
Hey, Yoko.
Sup?
What are you doing out here?
It's a free country.
No, we mean... Anyway, how's it going?
Not bad. Just trying to kick these Nimrods into shape for the upcoming dodgeball tournament.
Hey, say, you're pretty tough, right, Yoko?
You know it.
Wanna help us beat up a bunch of Yakuza around town?
These jerks are all over the city. It's really annoying. How did this even happen?
Can't.
Why?
I just said, I'm stuck training these yokels.
Oh yeah.
But if you can help me out, I'll owe you a solid when I got more time.
Sure thing. Doing what?
I just said, training these dingbats.
Oh yeah.
Sure, we'll help you out.
Cool. Head out on the court and let's get this game going.
Alright, so we've got a pickup game of dodgeball for Yoko. So, get taken to a bit of a mini-game here, although not anything too fancy. There are some alternate gameplay things in River City Girls 2, though. Weren't really anything in the way of mini-games in the first game, so we've got dodgeball here, and it, well, you know, name's right there. Gotta dodge the balls, then chuck them back. Ah! That thing got stuck in the air. These are a little bit buggy, so sometimes stuff like that can happen. I was trying to grab that one as it fell down, and then it just warped back to them, so that kind of stinks. One thing that works in your favor here is that these guys can hit each other. I really should not. Oh, hey, these guys are just taking themselves out for me. Whoop, okay. Yeah, see, right there. It gets stuck on the wall, and then it just teleports back to them. I guess that's just some error handling in case it accidentally goes out of the game map, but it's kind of annoying that it's doing it in a situation where it really shouldn't. Oh, man. Yeah, what's really annoying about this dodgeball minigame is that their balls will very much home in on you, but you gotta be standing right in front of them to hit. But that is not the...
Hey, nice job. You actually did okay out there.
We are pretty athletic.
I wouldn't go that far. I owe you guys, though. Anytime you need my help.
Will you join our gang?
I'm too busy training these goons, remember?
Oh yeah.
We gotta go save the city now.
See you around, Yoko.
Yoko never becomes available as an assist in this game, so I'm not sure if this is just, like, alluding to dropped content, or if they're if she's gonna be added in a future update or something, and that's what she means by when she has time to help. Not really sure on that, but whatever the case, we get some experience, we get some money, that's very worthwhile, and we get an accessory, fake tattoos. Since I'm not really wearing anything else, we may as well put it on. Special meter fills up even faster. Kyoko can appreciate that. With that taken care of, we can now take this conveniently placed bus stop and just immediately head right back to the mall entrance. I was trying to mention this earlier. One of the things I did off-screen while traveling back to Sabuko with Kyoko is I bought all the food... Oh, I'm just trying to recruit Paul here. I bought all the food items that I haven't, except for ones that increase luck and weapon power. Because like I said, it's just a waste of my money to purchase that. I don't need them, so I may as well just ignore them altogether. It will be unfortunate to not have access to healing item drops consistently, given how much more difficult Nightmare Mode is, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Also, now that our combo options are expanding a bit, we can do a lot more wall bounce combos. I believe I got, yes, that was the up and heavy attack. That move is very good for setting up wall bounce combos. Always give that a shot when you can. And we'll pummel this guy, give him a throw. Just launch him up. There we go. One annoying thing, you'll notice when enemies are stunned, they will have that yellowish glow to them. Stun can very easily actually take enemies out of your combos, which can kind of be annoying for keeping up the pressure to actually kill them. Now that we've got Paul, as soon as he recharges, let's take a look at what his assist is. He jukes behind the enemy and then does a fancy straight to send them all flying. He does pretty decent damage, so I'd say he's worth the hire if you're in the area. The unfortunate thing about hired henchmen is that they do not go back to your recruitment closet in your safe houses, so if you do want to recruit them, you do have to go back to the screen you first found them on. Just taking these guys out real quick for some fun, honestly. Plus, we could really use more money. We'll probably hit up the dojo to buy some more moves next opportunity we get. You know what, I'm kind of wasting time here. Let's leave these guys to their devices. We got a couple more things to check out before we're done with this video. Heading into here is something, well, first of all, we got a zombie, but that's not important. Heading into this room, you'll notice that there's a locked door 13 back here. You get an achievement just for entering this area, and there's a side quest that is completely unmarked. Well, okay, not technically unmarked, but it's not something you consciously activate that you complete, that will open up that door. But that is much later in the game, and we haven't even done the first thing to trigger it. Although, the first thing to trigger it is available at the moment. Let's see, we are at the bank, and I think there's... Yes, we want to take this out, and unfortunately, nothing going for us. Heading over this way, on the other hand...
Hurry up, you goons! We gotta get these bags into the vault and get back to the tower fast!
Look, it's that guy again.
Oh, jeez. These two again? Can't I ever get a break?
Didn't you blow up in that explosion at Sanrakai Tower?
I run very fast.
Apparently. Anyway, we need to take those bags of money from you now.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Know why? 'Cause it's my job to get every last bag off the truck and into that vault. And I always get the job done.
Like back at the tower?
Oh, that doesn't count! Now hurry up, fellas. We need to get all 12 bags of money into that vault. Not 6, not 8, all 12. Or else these kids succeed in their mission, you could say.
Does he always talk like this?
Apparently. Ready to kick some more Yakuza butt?
Apparently.
Alright, so, well, I'm glad we didn't kill that guy in the previous game, but we've got another sort of mini-game here. Like you said, 12 Yakuza henchmen with money are going to try and reach the vault.
That mopey face, like when someone takes away a kitten you're petting.
I was just thinking, isn't it wrong to rob from a bank?
It's not from the bank. They're moving the money through there illegally.
I guess. But it's still not ours, right?
Not yet, anyway. Besides, if we get a little extra scratch out of this, we can finally afford to buy some new video games.
I guess that's true.
As I was saying, the Yakuza henchmen helpfully let us know that they're trying to get 12 men in there. We have to kill quite a bit more than that, actually, so it's not going to be as simple as just beating up 12 guys, but it's not anything too difficult either. As you can see, the guys holding the money bags are one hit, one punch, you take them down, then you just got to grab the money that they drop. And, let's see, yeah, you do not get any money from actually grabbing the money off of these guys. Instead, we just have an end of quest reward. Not even really that good of one, but, you know, whatever. Not that I really care. Hey, are we going to be able to prevent these guys from actually getting in? Oh, no! Had to say something, didn't I? Oh, well. And, whoa, 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 hey, hey. Okay, okay, just one more. There we go. Yeah, it's a little easy to get overwhelmed, lose track of the guys there.
Well, that wasn't too tough. And hey, we made some cash, too.
I wonder why Sabu is trying to take over the town.
You think too much.
Okay, so we got our money there. And, actually, that's kind of all there is left to do in Crosstown. Let's just head out of here a little bit. But yeah, nice little extra bit of money. Let's see, Godai has texted us about something. He's got a side quest for us. However, heading over this way, we get another honk from Satome, who lets us know that the entrance to downtown and uptown have been open. And now we actually have a choice on our hands at the moment. We can either head to uptown, or we can head to downtown and progress 2 separate quests at this point in the game. I am going to head to Uptown first, just because I really like the character that we unlock from doing that. And yes, we're going to be unlocking a new character from doing that. Let's return to Capital Avenue, though. That'll get us closer to Godai's side quest when we resort the game. Let's see, we got a message from Mibobo. Wants to see if we've got some moves. I think we got some moves. But this is where we'll be leaving off as Kyoko for now. Let's see, Williams seems to be a bit bummed out about his inability to mug people. I can't really relate to that, but I understand his frustration. We are going to wrap up as Kyoko here, and when we come back, we're going to be the River City boy himself, Kunio. Hope to see you then, but until next time, goodbye.